everyone, and welcome to Bad End. This is a kind of short story, visual novel, horror type thing. So, yeah. The way that I was thinking of doing this, because it is rather short, is I'm going into this kind of blind. I go into, like, almost all games somewhat blind. I try to keep it as blind as possible when I play, like... I'm that way for, like, a lot of media stuff, like... I don't know why, but I started to hate movie trailers after a certain point. I feel like movie trailers were just like, I watched the whole fucking thing. Why do I want to go see it in theaters now? But, like... But anyway, Oh my god, Apo, you're so fucking right. Holy shit! Apo, you are just correct. This is not the correct game. It will be in like 2 minutes. Apo's always right. I'm not sure, how we test that. But now we've updated all of our streaming stuff. So, as I was fucking explaining before I got so rudely interrupted by Fallout Shelter. God. So, the way that we're gonna do it is... So, I'm gonna play through the game just like once, as per usual with a stream. And then, depending upon if I would have... Oh my god, it's Never. Thank you for the happy cats. Hello, Never. What's up with you? So, I'm gonna play through the game as usual. I'm gonna play through it again if, by the time I go through this whole thing, I'm like, no, I would have made the same, like, choices that I made originally, then we're not gonna do the second time. But then, I was thinking, because there's, like, a couple different endings, I was thinking... that you guys would get to, like, make the choices for, like, a second or third time, depending upon how I felt about it after the first run. So, that's what we're gonna be doing. Yee. Also, tell me if that's too loud. Sure, I'll read it. Left click... Okay, that's fine. Here's the other question I have. Options! Your game is really fucking loud. God damn. That feels more reasonable. Okay. We have somebody who's running from something. I'm being pursued by someone tonight on the street. It's a little too loud, like 5%. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. A long-ass time and your body is weak. Are you okay, Never? By whom? I haven't the slightest clue. I can say one thing for sure. Whatever it is isn't human. We are running once again. If I'm caught by whatever it is, what's going to happen to me? I continue to run despite the uneasiness in my gut. No matter how hard I try, they keep right on my trail. Give me a break already. Whenever I glance back, it just seems that they keep getting closer and closer. What the hell? I don't understand any of this. Why are they after me? It doesn't matter. I have to lose them no matter what. If I can just make it to my house, I should be safe. I keep running and eventually come to an intersection and took a quick dash down one of the side streets. Suddenly, I was blinded by a pair of bright lights accompanied by the sound of screeching brakes. We have gotten run over. Go away. I immediately felt an intense shock through my entire body. Slowly, my consciousness slipped away. The school bell rang. That's it for today's lesson. I have to head out now. It's just how your body is. Have you seen a doctor, my guy? This is a name that's got a double vowel, so dear lord. Technically triple. Kahuni? Kayuni? Kayuhi. Don't you have something important to do right now? The class president, Kaname Satsuki, spoke up. Yuji Ogata, our friend, turns in our direction as well. It's a new educational game. Yeah, it's good for the brain and keeps it in tip-top shape. So it's probably neurological. Ooh, spicy. Yeah, that's right. So, Yuji, how about joining me for a game or two? Hell yeah, I'll beat you for sure this time. Are you sure that's okay? I remember you saying something about bombing your last exam, right? The class president countered in a sharp tone, but I guess his efforts were in vain. These Japanese games are the hottest thing right now. Okay. So what are you implying? So that's the reason we play these games. It also means we're getting valuable culture experience by playing online with people online around the world. You guys are so full of crap. Come on, man. We're best friends, right? Yeah, that's right. My name is Kuyuhi Inu. I'm walking home with my childhood friend Yuji. Hanging out with him never got old, and I think Yuji also agrees. When we get to my house, I immediately fire up the game console. Okay, I choose Juniper. Not Juniper, Jupiter. Alright then, I choose Mars. Are we playing Sailor Moon? Nowadays, we're obsessed with a new strategy war type game. The game names the strategies as planet names, and oddly enough, there are some with little girl names. The hidden stage in the game is called the Black Hole, and it's not even a planet. This is weird. We went head-to-head a few rounds, but in the end, we were about evenly matched. We've always lived close since kindergarten, so we've been able to play together on the same console. Of course, we also just chill and hang out for no reason in general. We both have different tastes when it comes to game genres. It's always been that way. On that note, want to play something else? There's a mobile game I want to check out. That's cool. I'll read some manga. Why don't you try out the game as well? Yuji boots up his phone and is already completely immersed in the game. Do you play any mobile games? Occasionally? I'll try on just about any game. I don't play too many games that you have to pay to play. This is the correct way to do things. I really only use my mobile phone for calls and emails. There's a lot of great free games as well. Although a lot of the free games are made by indie developers, they sometimes rival even professional game studios, really. We are all poor. Honestly though, why the fuck would you pay for a mobile game? What the fuck? If you're paying for a mobile game, I think you need to reevaluate your life choices. You need to play one of the more high-end mobile games. High-end? It's good stuff, you'll see. What kind of game is it? The game that Yuji recommends sounds interesting, so I might in fact like it. Actually, I haven't even downloaded the game yet. then how do you know the game is as good as you say it is? They also have fears like the fear of missing out or falling behind that causes people to pay for the game. Listen. The fear of missing out and the fear of like falling behind when it comes to like, because games are part of the like, I must keep up with the Joneses type bullshit. People need to let that go. Keeping Up with the Joneses is a terrible game and you should just be and do your own thing. Here Never is pulling everyone's ears for Wilds. And some people are addicted to gambling. Also a good reason to not get into like a lot of mobile games, because a lot of mobile games have gambling aspects. Did you base that on a game review you read on the internet? Jesus Christ, never. Hey, can I use your PC for a second? I nodded and booted up the PC for UG to use. What displayed on the screen was an anonymous BBS forum board. Why are we reading this? What is BBS? I don't know what that means. British Broadcast Systems. This forum isn't restricted to just a particular genre, but I was reading a post about how insanely popular it is worldwide. Apo is loved. Is this how Apo feels loved? That popular. What's the game called? The game is titled Bad End. Despite the name, people say it's too good to put down. UG says this with a grin. It's a simulation horror survival game. If a player gets a bad end in the game, then they supposedly die in real life. Well, that game is going to lose its fan base real fucking fast. Yes, and only the British Broadcasting System. I see. After an awkward silence, I chuckled and replied, "They're making it sound that way to hype the game up." No, man, I'm not kidding. It says so on the game's official website. You must sign like 20 waivers to play this game. Okay, well, why aren't you playing it yet? That's weird. I can access the page, but the download link isn't working. UG turned the mobile phone's display so I could see it. There was a simple website that looked almost identical to the one displayed on the PC's screen. There's a link on the page named Bad End Download. See? Oh my god, shut the fuck up. See, I keep trying, but the download won't start. Damn, is it like the Forbidden Pokemon episode? Which one? Is it the one with Polygon? Do you think it's a dead link? Well, according to the British Broadcast System, the game has been downloaded several times, so it should be working. A quick glimpse at some of the popular headings confirm this. James had boobs? What? I mean, James cross-dresses like a lot, so like, that doesn't terribly surprise me. Very strange indeed. I know this is crazy, but I just considered something. What? Do you think what these people are saying is true? I mean, the so-called myth about this game. Even though the webpage makes this claim, how can we be sure it's not just a load of crap? UG places his mobile phone on the desk beside him and turns his attention to the website on the PC's monitor. There's 20 threads. That's quite a lot. We start to read through the posts. Oh my god, fuck off. No, I can't download the game at all. Such a game can't exist. You need to face reality, seriously. Anyway, let's play baseball. So far, about 80% of the posts were like this. It can't get the game to start. A game like this can't exist. I finally got the game to download, and I'm already impressed from the get-go. My first choice in the game was creepy. There's no way someone ended up dying. Congrats on your 3 streak, 1984. What are we 1984ing? I got the download to work. I'm going to stay up all night playing. The remaining 20% of the British Broadcast System's posts are, for the most part, positive praise about the game. So even though there's a ridiculous rumor about dying when you get a bad end, it seems people just blow it off as a joke. Most of these people are probably trolls. Most, so you think these posts are trolls? Well, there is some interesting posts for sure. Check this out. That is... like... that is the weirdest, like, think about this. Like, you're actually dying, right? And you're like, no, I'm dying! Post. Right? Like, that's so wild. The evil one told me I have less than a minute to live, so I guess this is goodbye. Please, whatever you do, don't download this game unless you want to end up like me. See there? No way, I don't believe it. Yeah, I agree. UG laughs pleasantly and agrees that this is probably just a hoax. Bad End was released a few months ago, but the British Broadcast Systems Board didn't show up until recently. Every day since then, bogus posts like this keep popping up. Sounds like teenagers for 2010. Oh my god. Since the download link is broken most of the time, it's not surprising most people just forget about it and move on. Well, this game isn't completely forgotten. It's a total mystery for sure. It doesn't make sense. This is the internet after all. These things are bound to happen sometime or another. There's also something else I remember reading about the game. Apparently only a few select people are able to download it. A few select people? Although I try the download link every day, I can't get the goddamn game to download. Let me try. I access the download page with my own mobile phone. I navigate to the same download link and tap on it. No good. It won't work for me either. Check this out. There's a few posts that have actual gameplay recorded from the game itself. I see, so they've uploaded what they've played so far. That's actually impressive that players actually have uploaded their own game experience for all players to see. Yuji finds and click on a link in one of the posts that takes him to one of the players' Twitter page. According to the page, the last update was 5 days ago. I wonder why they stopped tweeting. Good point. He was tweeting frequently up until just 5 days ago. Do you think he might have died? Oh, come on, man. Seriously? We give the page another quick once over. It seems the first couple of tweets are mostly praise about how great the gameplay is. However, from there the post gets stranger and more ominous. The dark beam came right out of the screen. That was the final tweet from this player. Nothing more had been posted after that. He probably posted this to further the hype of the game, just like I said earlier. That's all there is to it. But still, I would like to give this game a try. I would like to try the possible murder game. Yes, thank you. Well, I hope you're able to get it running sometime soon. A little while later, we decided to call it quits for the day. Seeing Yuji off, I came back and sprawled out on the bed. So if a player gets a bad end, then they die in real life. There can't be such a game, can there? I've never heard of this type of thing happening in a game. Yes, I'm just making a big deal out of nothing. There's no way a game like that could exist. Later that night, my mobile phone started ringing and displaying Yuji's number. Hey, you're not gonna believe this. I did something incredibly stupid. I bet that's what it's gonna be. What's up? I finally got Bad End to download. No kidding. For a moment, I thought he was making it up. But Yuji solemnly lies, especially not about video games. Even if it was a lie and I said, show me tomorrow, Yuji would outright admit he was telling a fib. What's it like? Have you played it yet? It just finished downloading it, and I was about to install it. I'm curious to hear how it is after you play it. Alright, man, I'll see you tomorrow and give you the details. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe you fucking won't. The conversation ended with friendly laughter. Yuji seemed really stoked to finally get the game downloaded. Now I'm curious and wouldn't mind going over to his place to check it out. Maybe I'll ask him tomorrow. However, little did I know that this would be the last conversation I would have with Yuji. I have some regrettable news. This morning, the morning homeroom teacher started speaking. Yuji Otaka died last evening. What? A sound of confused voices could be heard throughout the room. Yuji has passed away. Although it was futile, I sent him a text anyways. There was no reply. Maybe he caught a nasty cold or bug and was just home in bed. That didn't seem to be the case. Maybe he is not dead. Why? Why did he have to die? I don't understand all of the details myself, but apparently he died in his own bedroom. Let's all settle down for now. I will keep you posted if I hear anything new. Hey guys, what's going on? So, we're playing this visual novel game. It's a horror game. And in the story, you have a friend. He wanted to play some creepypasta-esque game. And there's a rumor that it kills people. Well, now he's fucking dead. The teacher's words stunned everyone in the room was dead silent. Yuji died. Yuji, my best friend, died. Soon, Yuji's funeral was carried out. Yuji was only a child. I can only imagine the heartbreak Yuji's parents felt. All of the others' classmates attended the funeral as well. Boys were expressions of disbelief, and the majority of the girls were sobbing. Yuji was admirable and liked by everyone he came to know. Now I was looking at a picture of him taken not too long ago. Why did you have to die? My body is shaking, the tears flowing freely down my cheeks. Some time passed, but my world was still shattered. Kiyuhi, I'm so sorry if there's anything I can do. He was my best friend for 10 years. And just like that, he's gone. I know you're hurting, but give it some time. Time heals all wounds. I'm trying, okay? The autopsy showed that his cause of death was acute cardiac insufficiency. Yuji, to my knowledge, didn't have a life-threatening disease, so what the hell happened to him? Wait a minute, if I can remember fucking the stuff. If a player gets a bad end, then they will die. The ominous words keep repeating in my head. Bad end. I totally laughed it off as one big load of crap. Is that really even possible? There is nothing cute about that. After school, I visited Yuji's house. Thank you for your prayers for Yuji. Not at all. We can't use the comics and games that Yuji kept, so I wanted you to have them. I'm sure he would have wanted the same. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I have another reason for coming here today. Do you happen to have Yuji's mobile phone he was using? Yes, it's on his desk. There's a record of an email I wanted to keep. Okay, I wanted to take a look at some of the contents. I go over and take the mobile phone from the desk. Yuji said that he had successfully downloaded and installed Bad End. It surely is still installed on his phone. When the list of available apps appeared, Bad End is listed as being installed. UG had installed it after all. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. By the way, did UG really have a heart condition like the doctor said? The doctor said as much, but... But what? Upon replying, fresh tears started streaming down her face. Well, there we go. There's the horror images. There's what we were looking for. Yuji's face had turned so pale, and he looked so scared. He had scratched and clawed at his own throat. He must have been in so much pain on top of not being able to say anything. May I please borrow his phone for a little while? I was allowed permission to borrow Yuji's phone. I couldn't conduct an investigation when his mom was in such an emotional state. That's not heart problems. Hey, Cog, what's up with you, dude? Yeah. Yuji's mobile phone is the same make and model as my own. It's actually a very common phone and nothing too special. However, he had downloaded Bad End. Although I tried on my own mobile phone, I couldn't get it to install. Then why was Yuji able to download it? At any rate, I'm going to try and play it. I hesitated. This game could potentially be the only game in existence to completely defy any logic or human comprehension. Some phasmophobia? How's your phasmophobia going, Cog? But I have to know the truth behind this game. With determination, I started the app called Bad End. However, an error message showed error execution failed and the application force closes. Sheet. Then no matter how often I tapped the screen, it wouldn't respond. For several minutes, no matter what I did, it was no use. Press the end button had no effect either. My hand holding Yuji's phone was trembling. A sense of fear was creeping in. Yuji, was this game really what killed you? It has, like, okay. So, like, given what we're given in the game, like, it has to be. Yuji fell victim to this game just like the other players that supposedly got killed as well. Don't be afraid of no ghosts. The ghosts are not involved as far as we know. Oh, don't be afraid of ghosts, Cog. Fuck them ghosts. Killed by the infamous Bad End. Damn it. Damn it. A horror video game that actually kills a player in the real world. Based on what's happened so far, this seems to be the case despite how unbelievable it sounds. Come on, this is so ridiculous. Yuji had died. That is for certain. But is there any evidence or clues on the phone as to what Yuji had seen or did while playing? I tried to boot up Bad End again. It didn't ask for any prompts or to supply any personal information from the player. For example, if the player is in a different time zone or location. Player was in a different time zone or location, depending on the game that won't run. Unexpectedly, something happened that I didn't anticipate. What is happening? The game was displayed on a splash screen just a while ago, but now the bed icon had disappeared completely. The application has removed itself. Who made this game and for what reason? There's this new game out there called Bad End that potentially killed my best friend. This is all too much, but I have to know the truth. I have to dig up some more information regarding the whole thing. After finishing my dinner, I sat down in front of my PC monitor. Despite there being only a few number of players who got the game running, I chose one of them and looked into their profile further. Which one did I look at? This one? I decided to check out the other players' profiles. So far, I only looked at one player's Twitter page. If I do more advanced search, then maybe I can find out more. I tried direct keyword search for the game. Here we go, a blog. This looks promising. A bad end play diary came up. The last update was a month ago, then abruptly stopped. So what happened? The information posted is troubling. I decided to start reading it from the beginning. A day, a month, and a year. My wish finally came true. I was able to download Bad End. I'm so excited. Sadly, I can't show any proof due to my lack of a digital camera. Therefore, any comments are welcome. I'm slowly playing through the game in my spare time. I'm not going into detail because I don't want to spoil the plot, but the story is rather cliché. Just as I was thinking of the lack of imagination, my first plot choice appeared. My palms were sweating. Not long afterwards, I met my first bad end. But of course, nothing happened to me as per the rumors that were circulating in the net. Naturally, there is a lot more of the game to explore. I'm still here, although I thought at one particular time that I was actually going to die. Then I realized it was all still a dream. If the main character makes the correct choice, then the story continues. That's to be expected, right? The bad luck reared its ugly head and I got my second bad end. Obviously, I'm not very good at these types of games. Whatever that is. The update ends here. The blog was only maintained for 4 days. It may all be a practical joke. There's no evidence to back up his claims. He might possibly already be dead. The last incomprehensible string of text was likely due to panic or distraction. Start of the blog, the information was pertaining to the player's initial impressions of the game. I'm going to be vague. The storyline is cliché. From what the first person here described, it conflicts with what the anonymous British Broadcast System board said. Hello, pile driver, what is up with you, dude? Most of the other players' diaries I skimmed through aren't very helpful. Not surprisingly, they aren't being updated regularly either. Which one did I look at? I decided to search for the game on a popular game information site. Bad End is all the rage right now, so there must be more information out there. Oh, here we go. I accessed a popular gaming information board and began reading. Bad End is the new mobile game, which suddenly appeared on the network out of nowhere several months ago. Despite having a link to the download page, it's usually down. It seems to have a very sophisticated choice selection system. Supposedly, if the player picks the wrong choice, then they will die for real. We find it hard to believe that a video game can actually have the potential to kill someone. After yesterday, I'm having one of those, all you're gonna be doing is beefing hard. Jesus Christ, pile driver. Somehow the administrator of this site hasn't a clue. The rumor surrounding the game is basically summarized. It's just like what Yuji had told me before he played the game. One ominous sentence caught my eye towards the end. It is said that there is a great reward waiting the player that can clear the entire game without dying. A great reward. I wonder what it is. Despite the danger of actually dying, people actually think it's worth the risk. Is this the reason people are playing? No, I'm not interested in the prize for beating it. I'm only interested in getting to the bottom of what killed Yuji. Oh, hello, Donovan. What is up with you, dude? Which one did I look at? So we'll go to this one. I access the anonymous British broadcast system board. I start typing into the new thread box. My best friend who was playing this game died last night. I'd like to investigate the mystery of this bad end. I'm not making any of this up. If anyone has any information, please respond. I immediately got some replies. It's a troll. How did he die? Tell us. Show a pic or something if you have some proof. I might believe you. She. Despite the quick reply, nothing was helpful at all. I was getting irritated. Just don't delve into the matter any further. It's not worth the risk, unless you've got a death wish. Yeah, I think you should just forget about the game and move on. No good can come of it, like dying. Your friend probably would want you to steer clear and not repeat his mistake. There was also a tidbit here that was unsettling. My heartbeat started to race, but I bear it and take a deep breath. I need to find out exactly what happened to Yuji and the cause of his death. I need to find out exactly what happened to Yuji and the cause of his death. Although it's possible one of these people have encountered Yuji, they seem to not have witnessed any of these events regardless. Despite that, was it really a troll getting a kick out of this whole ordeal? Or did they really fall victim to this sick game? Now I'm more excited than ever to start playing this game. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Frustrated at the lack of useful responses, I closed the British broadcast systems.
Jesus fucking Christ, I swear to God!
It'd be like that. It seems that you can't run the game unless you are a specific person chosen to play it. Are the players able to download the game specifically in some way? Or was it purely at random? I turn off the power to the PC and lounge on my bed. Nothing I come across was very helpful. I'm starting to feel even more depressed. Shut up. If I can't download the game, I can't play it. I want to play the game. But if there is a god out there, please allow me to play this game. Yuji, you probably didn't really think that you'd actually die in real life. It's only natural to think that way. No one just up and dies when you lose a life in a damn video game.
That's too damn bad!
Why? Why? But people didn't take it seriously and played the game like they would any other and paid the ultimate price. Even if I don't know who's responsible for this, just sitting here won't help me find out. My mind was made up. I decided that albeit bad end and find out the mystery behind Yuji's death. I would, sir, this is not how. This is not how you deal with your grief. This is not the way to do this. Seek professional help? ? I don't know if professional help would help with the situation. So deciding on that, I can't wait to get started on the game as soon as possible. I tried downloading the game multiple times while on break between classes, but the download refused to start. Damn it, why can't I download it? Kyuhi. Oh hey, Kaname. What's up? What's with the long face? He saw right through me. Regardless, I'll do just about anything to get this damn game up and running. I'll drink your problems away and do the drugs. If something is troubling you, I'm here to listen. I'm too desperate. Yeah, desperate to look into Bad End. It's all I can think about. Have you heard of a mobile game called Bad End? I've heard of it. It's where if the player dies in game, then they die for real. Despite all the current information on the net, it seems people are elaborating on their own personal experiences with the game. Yuji had played that game before he died. The game was still installed on his phone. When I attempted to boot the game up, the app just disappeared from the main screen. It seems that someone was trying to sabotage any traces of the game's activity. I can't believe such a game actually exists. So Yuji died from playing the game. Not a damn disease. No way. Come on, Kyuhi. Kaname was clearly annoyed by my explanation. Our fellow classmates turned to look in our direction at the commotion. Your insomnia has been gotten worse. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sleep apnea thing. Sleep apnea is really common. You poop in your dream, you poop for real. Snoring doesn't necessarily mean, like, not snoring doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have sleep apnea. Like, sleep apnea just means that your airway is obstructed during the night. Don't buy into such a stupid rumor. He died of an underlying medical condition. If it's such a stupid rumor, then tell me why it's not true. Just face the facts. I saw the game disappear from the phone with my own eyes. Try explaining that. This is the God's honest truth. I'm not making this shit up. That's why I'm going to find out what happened to Yuji by any means possible. I know it's hard on you to lose your best friend of 10 years, but you have to move on. But don't misunderstand. You can't let yourself fall into despair over someone who has passed on. There's nothing more you can do. The expression in my eyes were one of disbelief and helplessness. I didn't know what to do or say to him. Thanks again for trying to cheer me up. I'll see you later. I spent the rest of the day at school avoiding everyone. I wasn't in the mood to socialize. Is it really a hopeless situation? Is it just stupid of me to want to find the reason behind the death of my best friend? No, I refuse to believe that. But after talking to Kaname, it seems it somewhat dashed my hopes of pursuing the truth. That one player's startling reply on the anonymous British broadcast system resurfaced in my mind. He basically said to stop trying unless I had a death wish. I eventually calmed down after remembering those words. Yes, I'm afraid of dying, but finding out about Yuji's death was worth the risk. Should I just ignore my gut feelings? Though I screamed in frustration to know that I could potentially die, I couldn't help but think, if anything should happen to me, what would my parents do if I died? After arriving home, I spent it alone. It's been 1 week since Yuji's death. The smoke was slowly clearing, and the reality that he was gone slowly sank in. It's been 1 week, yep. Okay. Will I just give up on finding out more about Bad End? First of all, there's not much I can do if I can't play the game, no matter how you look at it. The game has to choose me. No matter what I do, if the game doesn't somehow choose me, then I can't do anything. I access the download page for a final last attempt to download the game. If it doesn't work, I might as well give up. And I push the link. Holy shit! The download link worked. A blue progress bar appeared, and before long, it reached 100%. Do you want to run the game? After the message button for yes and no were displayed on the prompt box. Are you serious? I was finally able to download it. This is it. I can finally look into the matter and put an end to all the rumors and bullshit of the game. I steeled myself to find out the truth behind Yuji by any means. The flame of determination again burned bright. Here it once had burned out. April, what the fuck are you talking about? April, I feel like that came out of left field. What the hell? Well, shit, now for the moment of truth. Should I let go and return to my life or walk away and not take the risk? No way. I have to do this. Even these doubts lingered in my mind despite getting the download to miraculously work. Damn it. It's like the game is taunting me. It's scary and infuriating at the same time. What should I do? Do I play bad end or not play? You don't. You don't fucking play the game. A cold chill runs down my spine. I tap the no button with a trembling finger, and I immediately deleted it forever from my mobile applications. I went with my intuition and gut feeling. The game was trying to deceive me into taking a plunge into Death's grip. Successfully avoiding the curse, I regained my composure. I'm not touching this game again. Sorry, Yuji. Tears started to stream from my eyes. Yuji, I'll never forgive the bastard responsible for your death. I'd like nothing more than to track them down and exact revenge, but I must live. Now I was more ashamed of myself than frightened. I'm sorry, what about milkshakes? The next day, Konami called out to me as soon as I walked into the classroom. Hey, how are you feeling? I guess I'm okay. What's up? About the mobile game. Are you still looking into that? Nah, I gave up on trying. Gave up? Yes, I don't really want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine with me. I returned to my routine daily life. It will still take a while before I can accept what happened. Surely Yuji wouldn't want me to dwell on it. All I can do is continue to pray that Yuji's soul is resting in peace in the afterlife. But then bad things are gonna happen. An incoming email. Who could it be from? I flip the phone and open it, look at the display. Don't quit, Kyuhi. Oh, hell no! Oh, fuck no! They bring all the boys to the yard, but why are we talking about them? I don't know why we're talking about the milkshakes. Bum boom. Hey, what happened? The emails referring to Yuji continued to flood my phone. No matter what I do it or how many times I change my phone number and address, the responses are endless. Yuji, who was my best friend, has now become a frightening existence that continues to haunt me everywhere I go. Eventually, I would just ignore them. I would be like, yep, this is just gonna happen. You've now got an invisible stalker. I'm sure to grab some snacky snacks and be sure. No, Shrampin! He didn't die, he was isekai'd. Ending number 2, don't quit now. Is that really a bad end, though? I don't think that that's a bad ending. I think that that's just... well, now I have this really annoying message that happens every day or whatever. and then you go back to ignoring it. It's like having a fuckboy that won't stop fucking texting you and you can't block him or anything, and so you just receive these messages and you just ignore them. That's all that this reminded me of. So now, knowing what I know about the thing, would I personally make any different decisions? No. Is there a curiosity in me about what happens if you do play the game? Yeah. Yeah. But I've made the choices that I would have made based on the knowledge I got. I wouldn't have made any different choices. Like, I didn't feel like bamboozled. Like, I didn't feel like the choices were like, no, that's not what I wanted. Like, I didn't get any of that, because sometimes when you go into a game blind, you're like, no, that's not right. Like, sometimes games are like, you have choice A and you have choice B, and you're just like, I don't like choice B, I'm gonna go with choice A. Wait, no, I didn't, like, just, that's not what I meant, you know what I mean? Donnie is the person in a horror movie that does not investigate. No, I do investigate the abandoned house because I love abandoned houses. I love them so much. But, like, for a game that's supposed to, like, murder you, and you're just like, oh yeah, this person I knew was playing the game and then they fucking died. No, I'm not going to do that. That does not entice me to make bad decisions. But I'm gonna take a break, and then when we come back, I'm gonna let you guys decide what to do. I'm gonna let you guys play this. So, give me a second here. Old houses make me tingle in ways that other things don't. Have an end break. Okay, I am back. So, we're gonna start. Wait, I need to check if ads are over. I think that they are. Yes, they are. So, we're gonna start in option. I do want to read. Okay, so. When holding, okay. So, I'm going to forward this story until a choice is made. Yeah. So, as far as I can tell, there's no choices here. We just went through this. Game councils and other stuff. So guys, question for you. I'm gonna put this up in the poll. I'm gonna create a new poll. We're starting the poll. Do we play mobile games? And I don't know if the choices are going to be different from here, so I'm going to actually start reading from here, but this is like the first choice that we get. All right, we do not play mobile games. So then this is all going to be the exact same information as the one we got last time. So and there's the death scene that flashed before our eyes. Okay. So now we have the question. Did the game kill Yuji? Did the game kill Yuji or not? Okay, so the game did not kill Yuji, so this is different. What the hell? Why isn't the game booting up? The author of Bad End must have made some type of patch to the game and prevented the older version from booting up. For example, the initial download of this version was put up and then taken down not long after. Then Yuji just happened to download it within the small time frame from the first release to the updated one. Why can't I get the game to run? I hadn't a clue. It might just be designed to be able to open once. I know close to nothing about programming, so I'm not sure if it was designed that way intentionally or not. How did Yuji really die? An underlying disease or condition? That's the only rational explanation. If one gets a bad end in a video game, then the player dies for real. There's no way in hell. Just merely a myth to spread the hype for the game. Not long after, I completely forgot about Bad End and moved on. Oh, that's the other ending, just urban myth. Congratulations, guys. You got that the game's just an urban myth. And honestly, I feel like that one's the best one where you just go, like, I feel like that's actually the good ending. Where you just go, guess we'll never fucking know, and you just move on with your life. Interesting. Would you guys like to try another round of this? It was a fast game. I think that's like the shortest way that the game can go through. So do you guys want to try another round where you guys get to pick the options? Yes? Okay. One person consented. That means everybody consented. That's how this works. We don't. Okay, guys, again, I'm going to ask the same question because I think it's only fair that I ask you guys every single question. Do we play the mobile? Is that what we do? Didn't we get all the stuff from saying no? I don't think that this... I honestly don't think that this one matters. I don't think that this one matters at all. Donnie plays adult Simpsons. Wada, that's not what this is. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Wada? But hello, Wada. We are playing a horror game. I've done my run of it. Chat did their run, and they, speed run this game. Basically, ran this game. It is not. This is a horror game where people die. At least one person dies. Oh, we're at a tie. Wada, did you vote? You did not? Okay, Wada, do you play mobile games? Yes or no? Very simple question. Yes or no? Wada plays mobile games. We play mobile games. I'll try out just about any game. Wait. This is the same option that I chose. We go fast through this option again. Because we've already seen this, except for Wada. Wada hasn't seen this, but I can sum it up for Wada real quick. So basically what happens is they're researching this mobile game called Bad End. And they find out on the internet that, like, oh hey, there are reports that this game kills people, but they're like, LOL, no way, games don't kill people, fuck that shit, right? And they try downloading it, but they can't. And that little blurb was just about how the friend character was able to download the game and started playing it. And this is about how the teacher's saying he fucking died. And now they have a funeral for the bastard. And then you go to his house to like pick up some of his things that his parents are giving to you. And you look at his phone. And his phone has the app on it. And there he is dead. I hope you saw him. He clawed out his own throat. And now you take the phone. His parents have no use for it, so they're just like, oh, okay. Okay, so we know that this is one of the endings. This is one of the endings, so I'm going to click. Because otherwise we're just going to get the same fucking ending again. Oh my goodness. We're just going to get the same ending again, and we don't want that. So we're going to click that it has to be. And we already know what this leads to. This leads to us searching for it some more. Hello, Auntie Boy. Welcome to stream. We are playing this game where I'm letting chat make the decisions. And we've already kind of gone through this, and I don't really want to fucking read through it again unless the choices are different. So we will be fast forwarding. But I'll kind of give you guys a synopsis for the new people that came in. But we do some research. So I don't think that it matters in what order you look at the research. But in case it does, we're gonna do a new poll. What to research? So you've got we have the anonymous, British, broadcast. Well, I can't type out the whole thing and that makes me sad. Anonymous, the British broadcast system. We've got the player profile, and we've got the other gaming site. So that's what the hello, yes. Yes, Wada? You have something to say? Bulletin board system? Nope, it's the British broadcast system. I said it was the British broadcast system, so it's the British broadcast system. Okay, fair. I didn't know what BBS was, and so I just made up some bullshit on the fly, and that's what I came up with. And that's just what I came up with. So we're here now, and this is what we're working with. Okay, so we're going to look at the other gaming site. I decided to search for the game on the popular game information site. Bad End is all the rage right now, so there must be more information out there. Oh, here we go. I accessed a popular gaming information board and began reading. Bad End is the new mobile game which suddenly appeared on the network out of nowhere several months ago. Despite having a link to a download page, it's usually down. It seems to have a very sophisticated choice selection system. Supposedly, if the player picks the wrong choice, then they will die for real. We find it hard to believe that a video game can actually have the potential to kill someone. Somehow, the administrator of the site hasn't a clue. The rumor surrounding the game is basically summarized. It's just like what Yuji had told me before he played the game. One ominous sentence caught my eye towards the end. It is said that there is a great reward awaiting the player who can clear the entire game without dying. A great reward. I wonder what it is. Despite the danger of actually dying, people think it's worth the risk. Is this the reason people are playing? Well, I'm not interested in the prize for beating it. I'm only interested in getting to the bottom of what killed Yuji. Which one did I look at? Okay, so now we only get two choices. Either the player... Because we have to look at all of them, and I don't know if the order matters, so I'm going to pretend that it does. The Anonymous British Broadcast System... Or the player profile. Those are the choices that we have left. Pizza. I don't know if I can go for pizza right now. I don't know. Player profile. Okay. I decided to check the other players' profiles. So far, I only looked at one player's Twitter page. If I do more advanced search, then maybe I can find more. I try a direct keyword search for the game. Here we go, a blog. This looks promising. A Bad End play diary came up. You're making chili. I can't eat chili. It fucks with my tummy. The last update was a month ago, then abruptly stopped. Did you know what's really funny? Chili is the only fucking thing that my mother can make. Like, my mom has a lot of siblings, and that's like the only thing. That's like the only thing that my siblings, not my siblings, I have no siblings, but my mother's siblings want from her is like, she fucking gets out like her heavy ass Dutch oven and fucking makes like this big ass pot of chili, and people fucking drive over to her house. They will drive an hour to like half an hour to fucking pick up her chili, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. I think one time one of my aunts who lives like 2.5 hours away picked up like a fuck ton of it. Which I think was really funny. But I could never eat it because it's just like, oh, this fucks up my stomach, so I can't even say. But like, if everybody else is saying it's good, it must be fucking good. Habaneros and green chilies? Oh no. Oh no, that would kill me. I would die from that. Just straight up. But yeah. I think that's funny that that's like the only thing that my mother can make. Everything else that she makes is shite. So what happened? The information posted is troubling. I decided to start reading it from the beginning. A month, a date, a time. My wish finally came true. I was about to download Bad End. I'm so excited. Sadly, I can't show any proof due to my lack of digital camera. Therefore, any comments are welcome. I'm slowly playing through the game in my spare time. I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to spoil the plot, but the story is rather cliche. I just was thinking... Just as I was thinking of the lack of imagination, my first plot choice appeared. My palms were sweating. Not long afterwards, I met my first bad end. But of course, nothing happened to me as per the rumors that were circulating in the net. Naturally, there was a lot more to this game to explore. I'm still here, although I thought at one particular time I was actually going to die. Then I realized it was just a dream. If the main character makes the correct choice, then the story continues. This is to be expected, right? Then bad luck reared its ugly head and I got my second bad end. Obviously, I'm not very good at these types of games. The update ends there. No amount of milk or ice cream would save me. No, not even the mint chocolate chip ice cream would save me. You don't even get heartburn. Ooh, oh my god. The blog was only maintained for 4 days. It may all be a practical joke. There's no evidence to back up his claims. He might possibly already be dead. The last incomprehensible string of text was likely due to panic or distraction. At the start of the blog of the information was pertaining to the player's initial impressions of the game. I'm going to be vague. The storyline is cliche. From what the first post here described, it conflicts with what the anonymous British Broadcast Systems Board said. Most of the other players' play diaries I skimmed through aren't very helpful. Not surprisingly, they aren't being updated regularly either. Which one did I look at? So the only one we have left is the anonymous British Broadcast System. Only with breakfast. I drink milk all the time. For every reason under the sun. Milk. I've learned that that's a very, like, Midwest thing. To have milk with your meals. Like, that's a very Midwest thing, and it's very weird everywhere else. Milk. I access the anonymous BBS board. I start typing to the new thread box. My best friend who was playing this game died last night. I'd like to investigate the mystery of this bad end. I'm not making any of this up. If anyone has any information, please respond. I immediately get some replies. It's a troll. How did he die? Tell us. Show a pic or something. If you have some proof, I might believe you. Shit. Milk is good, I just never have it with any other meals. If I, eat almost anything, I'm like, milk. Milk. I don't know why. It has to be a cultural thing. It just has to be a cultural thing, but, I just feel like milk is the true palate cleanser. Water just kind of thins out the taste until it eventually goes away, but milk, the true palate cleanser. You also drink milk with certain dishes. Well, because, if I remember right, Minnesota, I think, has the highest percentage, at least of, of immigrants, had the highest percentage of Nordic immigrants that came and settled, like the highest percentage of all Nordic immigrants that came to the US settled in Minnesota. Despite the quick reply, nothing was helpful at all. I was getting irritated. Just don't delve into the matter any further. It's not worth the risk unless you have a death wish. Yeah, I think you should just forget about the game and move on. No good can come of it. Like dying. Your friend probably would want you to steer clear and not repeat his mistakes. There was also a tidbit here and there that was unsettling. My heartbeat started to race. But I bear it and take a deep breath. I need to find out exactly what happened to Yuji and the cause of his death. Although it's possible one of these people have encountered Yuji, they seem not to have witnessed any of these events regardless. Despite that, was it really a troll getting a kick out of this whole ordeal, or did they really fall victim to the sick game? Now I'm more excited than ever to start playing the game. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Frustrated at the lack of useful responses, I close the British broadcast system. Okay, it seems that you can't run the game unless you are a specific person chosen to play it. Are the players able to download the game special in some way, or was it purely at random? I turn off the power to the PC and lounge on my bed. Nothing I came across was very helpful. I'm starting to feel more depressed. If I can't download the game, I can't play it. I want to play the game. If there is a God out there, please allow me to play the game. Yuji, you probably didn't really think that you'd actually die in real life. It's only natural to think that way. No one just up and dies when you use a life in a damn video game. But people didn't take it seriously and played the game like they would any other and paid the ultimate price. Even if I don't know who's responsible for this, just sitting here won't help me find out. My mind was made up. I decided that I'll beat Bad End and find out the mystery behind Yuji's death. So deciding on that, I can't wait to get started on the game as soon as possible. I tried downloading the game multiple times while on break between classes, but the download refused to start. Damn it, why can't I download it? Kuyuhi. Oh hey, Konami. What's up? What's with the long face? He saw right through me. Regardless, I'll do just about anything to get this damn game up and running. If something is troubling you, I'm here to listen. I'm too desperate to look into Bad End. That's all I can think about. Have you heard of the mobile game called Bad End? I've heard of it. It's where if the player dies in-game, they die for real. Despite all the current information on the net, it seems people are elaborating on their own personal experiences within the game. Yuji had played the game before he died. The game was still installed on his phone. When I attempted to boot up the game, the app just disappeared from the main screen. It seems that someone was trying to sabotage any trace of the game's activity. I can't believe it. Such a game actually exists. So Yuji died from playing the game, not a damn disease. No way. Come on, Koyuhi? Konami was clearly annoyed by my explanation. Our fellow classmates turned in our direction at the commotion. Don't buy into such a stupid rumor. He died of an underlying medical condition. If it's such a stupid rumor, then tell me why it's not true. Just face the facts. I saw the game disappear from the phone with my own eyes. Try explaining that. This is the God's honest truth. I'm not making this shit up. That's why I'm going to find out what happened to Yuji by any means possible. I know it's hard on you to lose your best friend of 10 years, but you have to move on. But don't misunderstand. You can't let yourself fall into despair over someone who has passed on. There's nothing more you can do. The expression in my eyes were one of disbelief and helplessness. I don't know what to do or say to him. Thanks again for trying to cheer me up. I'll see you later. I spent the rest of the day at school avoiding everyone. I wasn't in the mood to socialize. Is it really a hopeless situation? Is it just stupid of me to want to find out the reason behind the death of my best friend? No, I refuse to believe that. But after talking to Kaname, it seems it somewhat dashed my hopes of pursuing the truth. That one player starting reply on the anonymous British broadcast systems resurfaced in my mind. He basically said to stop trying unless I had a death wish. I eventually calmed down after remembering those words. Yes, I'm afraid of dying, but finding out about Yuji's death was worth the risk. Should I just ignore my gut feelings? Though I screamed in frustration to know that I could possibly die, I couldn't help but think, if anything should happen to me, what would my parents do if I died? After arriving home, I spent it all alone. It's been 1 week since Yuji's death. The smoke was slowly clearing, and reality that he was gone slowly sank in. Will I just give up on finding out more about Bed End? First of all, there's not much I can do if I can't play the game. No matter how you look at it, the game has to choose me. No matter what I do, if the game doesn't somehow choose me, then I can't do anything. I access the download page for the last final attempt at downloading the game. If this doesn't work, then I might as well give up. And I push the link. Holy shit. The download link worked. A blue progress bar appeared, and before long, it reaches 100%. Do you want to run the game? After the message, a button for yes or no was displayed in the box prompt. Are you serious? I was finally able to download it. This is it. I can finally look into the matter and put an end to all the rumors and bullshit of the game. I steeled myself to find out the truth behind Yuji by any means. The flame of determination again burned bright where it once had burned out. Well, shit. Now for the moment of truth. Should I just let go and return to my life, or walk away and not take the risk? No way. I have to do this. Even these doubts lingered in my mind despite getting the download to miraculously work. Damn it. It's like the game is taunting me. It's scary and infuriating at the same time. What shall I do? Do I play Bad End or not play? So, in my thing, I hit don't play. And we know what ending that does. So, I'm going to force your guys' hand a little bit. There's no way I won't play. I gritted my teeth and stared blankly at the display. If this isn't fate, then I don't know what is. This game may very well be a death trap because it's already claimed one victim, but I won't be defeated so easily. I'll do anything I can to clear it. I will do it. And I started the world of Bad End. Now I get to play the game within the game, I think. The bell chimes signaled the end of the school day. It's finally over. And now it's time for yours truly to make a swift exit. After hearing the energy in my words, my close friend Kana Mihashi restores with a laugh. The bell, what a sweet sound. There's a U here. I don't like this. Koyuko? Koyuko, have you had another hot date lined up already? I knew this was just one of them dating games. I knew it. Another hot date. It's not like that. I don't want just any man. I want a foreign guy, an American. That's very spicy. That's a very spicy taste in Japan. An American, huh? Oh my. Kana sighs. I don't have any actual steady boyfriend, but there's one guy in school that I do hang out with often. Sometimes I have him treat me to some fine dining at times. A spicy Midwestern. like kind of the funny thing that I think a lot of like people in like I like in Japan, they obviously know that America's a really big place. But I don't think that they necessarily know how like culturally divided it is. Right? Like America doesn't really have a monoculture. Like the different regions of the US are like quite different. Like there are some general similarities, but like, yeah, going to different parts of the United States is like going to. I've heard people say that it's like going to different countries. Like people who don't live in the US say that it's like going to like, that it is similar to going to different countries, but not quite the same. So like when you're just like, I want to date an American, well, it's like saying, yes, I would like to. I'm trying to compare it to something, and it's like saying I'd want to go see a movie. What kind of movie do you want to see? Because you're gonna have a very different experience based on like what kind of movie you want to see. So like you can't just be like, I want to go to a movie. Isn't that what everyone does? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Well, gotta go. Got a hot date to get ready for. Oh yeah, have fun and break a leg. Kana left the classroom earlier than usual. Kana's boyfriend is very handsome. They seem to make a great couple. By the way, who shall I invite today? My name is Koyuko. Iwasaki? I'm pretty much your average carefree teenage girl. When the bell rings, I usually hang out with Kana and her boyfriend until the evening. What about studying? Yeah, only when it's appropriate. 1 hour later, my stomach was stuffed. That was delicious. Let's go to the patisserie again? Well, do you intend to be my... Well, listen, ma'am. I paid for a meal. I demand some action afterwards. That's what this feels like. That's what this feels like. You're a lover. I'm being serious. I really like you. I don't want you around some other guy. Sorry, but I'm not ready to have a serious relationship. Thanks for the free food. Deuces disappears. Whatever, bye. God, bitch, you're stealing my fucking money. I came home and lied down on my bed. Do you not intend to be my lover? I've heard that line a dozen times or so, but I turn them down every time. I have to admit, I'm a little jealous to see my friends with handsome guys of their own. It seems that I have an knack for running guys off. At least that's what Kana says. Bitch, you say no! Bitch, you say no! Like you can't say no, and then expect the thing to happen that you said no to. What is going on? I don't think that's true at all. It certainly is. There's no one else that's as easygoing as me. Okay. After supper, I decided to take extra time with my makeup. Of course, applying makeup at school is against the rules, but it's in a girl's better interest if it's for being with a hot guy on holiday break. I thought that to myself as I began to start on my makeup. You look the exact fucking same, bro. It's all used up. I completely forgot that I used the last of my foundation yesterday. I should have grabbed some more during my way back home today. Okay, I'll go out and get some. I think a nightly stroll is good for me every now and then. I arrive at the convenience store closest to my house. Fortunately, you can buy decent cosmetic products at convenience stores nowadays. You know what? Walgreens? A decent selection of that bullshit. Granted, I don't use that bullshit very often, but go to Walgreens. Don't go to fucking Sephora. Don't go to Ulta. They will take your money. They will just take your money. And like, yeah. They'll just take your money. Like, their stuff is really fucking expensive for no goddamn reason. Just go to Walgreens. I recommend Walgreens. Oh, Koyuko. Kana was standing in front of the magazine selection in the corner. She was looking through a fashion magazine. What a coincidence. I came to buy cosmetics. Perfect. The art of applying makeup. You sure know how to wrap a man around your finger for sure. That is so not true. After the small chatter, I finished my shopping. On cosmetics are higher than I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Not at all. I'm not surprised in the fucking least bit. Oh my god. I went to fucking Ulta because I figured, like, okay, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I knew that Sephora was really expensive, and like Sephora kind of pushes like really expensive products on people. And so I was just like, oh, I'll go to Ulta since I haven't heard anything like bad about Ulta. So I go there and I'm just like, hey, so I'm doing this thing. I need these things. Hep, right? Fucking one of the products costed $30. I'm like, $30 for some pink powder? Are you fucking kidding me? 30 goddamn dollars? I eventually did make the purchases, right? But then I like regretted them. I was like, oh, this was so fucking expensive. And then I went to Target and I just basically kind of like tried to color match everything. And I returned the things that I was like, yeah, I found this for like half price or whatever. I ended up getting $50 back. Everything in makeup can be bought in 50-pound bags at a ceramic store. Not ever. I get where you're going, Knudsen, but like not quite everything. But like I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like at least a lot of the like the color compounds can. Well, not everything. I don't think they have like glycerin and some of the more biological things at ceramic stores. I decided I might as well accompany Kana on our walk back home. It was a relatively straight walk. You made makeup for friends? That's cool of you. That's super cool of you. How did that turn out? Have you ever stayed out this late before, Koyuko? Several times. Who hasn't? I've stayed out for karaoke and movies, for example. I'm told my singing is very arousing. What are you doing? Just have you breathing into the mic? Like, are you just like, what are you doing? Yeah, okay, whatever. So who did you go with when you stayed out late? If you ever run into any of my studs, don't ever try to make a move on them. I'm dying on the inside reading that. I never do such a thing, but now that you mention it, I did hang with him before you two met. For real? That's news to me. I thought I was his first sweetheart. Well, we were never truly lovers. It's all news to Kana. It seems like she's somewhat jealous. Then, right about that time... Oh, hey! It's a thing! What? I couldn't believe my eyes. Suddenly, a black shape appeared out of nowhere. What? Koyuko, what is that? I have no idea. Fog? Mist? I can't make it out at all. Maybe some sort of demon creature. How dare? What? How dare you? How dare you? The strange thing said this in a crazed way over and over. Hurry, run away, run. Koyuko. I turned and ran at full speed. Kana was not far behind me. Woo, woo. It's gaining ground fast. It's surely faster than us. What? What the hell is that? I don't believe what we witnessed, but I saw it with my own two eyes, so there's no way I'm just imagining things. It's a creature not of this world. Where are we going, Koyuko? Does it matter? Anywhere is good as long as we get away from that thing. My feet were getting tired and soon was out of breath from running. Then, an intersection. Which way should I go? The right or the left, or keep going straight? Which way do I run? So... Alright, guys. Which way do we go? This seems like I get why it's a choice to make, but, like, how are you supposed to intuit this? Like, how, like, so if this is an actual game, like, how are you supposed to intuit this? This one feels like a lock. It says right, so it must be. Left and right. Left and right. So, I get to be the tiebreaker. Newton's explanation makes as much sense as about fucking anything. So, to the right it is. A choice. As for an adventure game, a choice is important. Typically, when a player chooses the wrong choice, it often results in a game over of some sort. Bad End works in this way too, according to what I've read. Aren't there any hints? It seems it might be purely left to luck. If I choose wrong, I surely will die here. This is probably the only chance I'm going to have, so there might be no going back. What shall I do? Stop playing or continue? Very interesting that it's having you make a double choice here. A new poll, I guess. There we go! Another choice for some random ass reason. Just another choice. Woo! I keep forgetting that I need to change the closed captions because the closed captions are fucking bananas on this stream. They do not reflect what I say. Almost at all. And the choice is to continue. Woo! We're gonna continue. I made up my mind to continue playing. Of course, there is still the fear of dying. I don't intend to quit now. After all, it's only natural to want to find out what killed my best friend. Maybe there's some sort of invisible force that's backing me to play this deadly game. But I decided to chance it and push forward. Which choice should I make? Which way should I go? The right or the left, or keep going straight? Which way do I run? We get to make a triple stack choice? Okay. Okay. Xeon? Oh my goodness. That's pretty wild. From what I see to YouTube, the YouTube ones are usually pretty good, but like these closed captions are fucking wild. I'm gonna have to get a new plugin. That's just the way it's gonna have to happen. We're going right again. I took a right. Kana, hurry up. I shouted without looking back. Isn't there a main street, then? We made it to the main plaza. When I turn around, the weird shadow was nowhere in sight. That's a relief. Perhaps the shadow can't come where there are many people gathered into one place. What was that thing? Don't ask me. Anyways, let's just get out of here. I'm heading home. Call me later, okay? Right, I'll see you later. I went home quickly when I parted from Kana. I thought that the shadow would most likely catch up to me. Fortunately, that didn't happen. I stashed the cosmetics away that I had bought at the convenience store and lie down in bed. I'm no mood to do makeup right now. My body is still shaking from the whole ordeal. Who or what was that? Why were they chasing after us? I don't understand it at all. What would be the reason why someone would want to attack a common everyday girl like me? Oh wait. I am gorgeous after all, and men stop and stare when I pass by. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Could it be the soul or spirit of a pervert out to get me? No way. There's nothing I can do dwelling on it and can't be helped. I decided to go to bed early. Sleep will take my mind off everything that happened. But I can't help but wonder, what was that? What if I'm attacked by that thing again tomorrow? Well, it seems like that was the correct choice. I feel relieved and decide to save and quit for the day. The game story is your typical cliche horror plot. Koyuko Iwasaki, the main character, is in a strange area at night. She is a clueless girl that apparently gets a bad end if you pick the wrong choices. So what really lies ahead? Based on what I've played, it's hard to predict what happens next. And yet, Koyuko may have some character traits I find unappealing. It seems as though she messes around with guys in equal measure, but what about her secret desire? What? That's not really important. I got past the first choice and still able to proceed, but how long will I have to keep making these choices? Just thinking about it makes me depressed. Hello, Dark. Thank you for the lurkies. While I'm at school, I tried keeping busy to take my mind off of Bad End. At least I thought I could. You know how they say Ogata died, right? It seems it was the result of a game called Bad End. I overheard the conversation. Outside the classroom, people were talking about it as well. That's the result of opening your mouth on the whole mess. Now there's another rumor spreading across the campus. Sorry. Once one person hears it and passes it along, it won't stop. He's right. It's probably already spread like wildfire throughout the entire school. That's absurd. There's no way you can die from a video game. The rumor is probably known by everyone now. Well, it can't be helped. It's our duty to dispel any said rumor. I understand. Bad End is still installed on my mobile phone. How will the class president react if I mention it? So... do we tell the class president about the fact that we have the murder game on our phone? Or do we just shut the fuck up and don't say anything? We don't tell him. We don't tell him about it. No, it would be pointless to mention it to Kaname. He'll say, oh, that's just a load of crap or something along those lines. If this rumor runs out to Yuji's parents, it won't bode too well with them. That's Kaname for you. He always has other people's best interest in mind. The rumor about making a fatal mistake in Bad End resulting in your death is the truth. After school, I come straight home and took out my mobile phone. Title screen of Bad End appears upon flipping the phone open. A small road icon is displayed waiting to continue the game. Although I haven't even played it yet, I feel exhausted. My heartbeat starts to climb with anticipation. Just take a deep breath. Calm down, Kiyuhi. I take a deep breath, and it helps ease the tension. I have to remain calm. I tap the icon and select my last save state to continue where I had left off. I woke up still depressed. Needless to say, I'm still worried about what that was all about yesterday. It definitely wasn't just a dream. Kana and I were definitely attacked by something. What would have happened to us if we were caught? I didn't want to even imagine it. We might have been killed. Although I didn't feel like going to school, I ended up being more depressed sitting around the house doing nothing. So I decided the best thing to do was tough it out and keep my chin up. I probably won't be attacked in broad daylight, much less at school with all the people present. Arrive at the school grounds and join up with Kana. Good morning. Good morning. Do you remember what happened last night? You mean that cursed shadow? I don't know what else to call it. So you do remember it. What do you think it was? I haven't the slightest idea, but it scared the hell out of me. Too weird. Okay, enough with that subject. Let's go on and head to class. Yes, you're right, let's go. The rest of the school day went as expected without incident. The strange shadow didn't show itself at school just as I had predicted. Its weakness is probably being out in the light. We're probably safe during the daytime. Hey, what? Kana speaks in a low voice, almost like she doesn't want others to hear. It's been bugging me all day. It's about the, you know what we saw yesterday. We have to do something. I can't go through that again. Hello, Zether. What is up with you, dude?
Hello, motherfucker.
I agree, but what should we do? Well, I was thinking maybe an exorcism. What? An exorcism? Are you serious? I imagine one of those stupid psych shows that come on TV. Are they expensive? I don't have a lot of money right now. I'm pretty sure they're done for free. I'm almost certain of it. Actually, I think we can manage. There's a priest at Tensuyu Shrine that seems very generous. The Tensuyu Shrine right next to our neighborhood. Yeah, it seems that he specializes in that sort of thing. Really? He'll probably cut us a deal, who knows? Maybe give us a student discount. It's worth a try at least. Let's do it. Okay. Tensuyu is the largest shrine in the area with an extensive history. I visit only once a year. I didn't know that they performed exorcisms. Hold on a sec. Let me go talk to the priest. Okay. A priest? Wait. No, never mind. I almost said something really stupid. Okay, I'll be right here. Kana seems to know this place fairly well, so I trust she knows what she's doing. Not long after, the Shinto priest comes out dressed in an elegant hakama. I heard that you were troubled. If you want, I will do everything in my power to help you. Yes, thank you so much for helping us. Then Kana reappeared with a beaming smile. He's not going to charge us, isn't that nice? I made an exception for you too, no charge. Shinto priest gives us a hearty laugh. Well, there's not much else we could do with our predicament. We'll just have to put our faith into the priest. When did you want to go? I hope we can do it as soon as possible. Then let's do it tonight. We'll go with you, of course. Sounds good, so tonight it is. I'll be ready. We left at Tensuyu Shrine and dropped in at a local family restaurant. The uniforms that the waitress wears is so neat. I want one too. Yeah, you're right. This place is pretty popular with the locals. They're famous for the stylish uniforms that they wear while working. This restaurant is one of a kind. There aren't any franchise chains or locations anywhere else in Japan, so it makes it for a very popular tourist attraction. What can I get for you? I'll have the special ultra treat, please. I'll take the Ishitar original cheesecake. Was that Ishtar? That might have been Ishtar. Sounds good. I can read your face. You're wondering what's so special about this treat, huh? Can I try a bite? Anyways, I had never experienced anything like that. The exorcism, I mean. Do you think it worked? I can't help but worry. Well, it's better than doing nothing, right? Don't worry too much about it. You're right. Before long, the waitress brings us our orders. Wow, this is really good. Definitely worthy of ultra treat. Yeah, the cheesecake tastes great too. It would probably have tasted better if I wasn't weighed down with worry. Finally, it was nighttime. When we got to the shrine, the priest was already waiting. Please come this way and step into this area. The area the priest pointed to seemed to be a barrier of some sort. I've only seen them in manga and TV shows. This is really safe. So I'm guessing the evil spirits can't break through here. At least that's the idea I got from the priest. The Shinto priest brandishes what looks like a staff. Can such a thing really help exorcise spirits? Well, I guess we will soon find out. I feel an evil presence. A concerned expression appears on the priest's face. My heart starts to race. Then I felt the presence that wasn't there a few seconds ago. Out of nowhere, the worst happened. It appeared. That's it, the thing that attacked us yesterday. What's going to happen? The shadow's eyes shifted in my direction. Why is it looking at me for? It doesn't look happy. Don't leave the barrier. Back to back, Kana and I move towards the center of the erected barrier. You're still out there. Will you be okay? Yes, I have to use the staff to ward it off. Then the priest starts to chant an incantation while motioning the wand in the air with a practice pattern. Evil spirit, be gone. The shadow seems to have shrunk a little. Did the priest mantra work? However, the next moment, well, that's gonna be bad. The shadow enveloped the priest from head to toe. His whole body turns pitch black. The priest falls in a fit of agony. Oh no! No way, is he dead? The shadow turns in our directions and says, "It is your turn to die now. What should we do? What should we do? Don't ask me." Is this barrier going to keep that thing back? The priest staff rolls just within our reach. Maybe I can use this, or should I make a dash for it? What should I do? So, we have another choice. What? What do? So we have three choices. We either stay in the barrier, we pick up the staff, or we run the fuck away. All right, we stay inside of the barrier. Three choices again. If there weren't only two choices, it would be easier. Still, the probability of choosing the correct choice is 1/3. There's also a chance that my next choice will kill me. However, I won't know until I try. I'll rely on my instincts, so I'll try my best to choose the best one. Gritting my teeth, I studied the game's screen's 3 choices and made up my mind. What should I do? I'm not gonna ask the same question again, because there was no question in between, so we're gonna stay in the barrier. The priest said not to leave the barrier under any circumstances. So we stay here and hope the shadow gives up and leaves. It'll be alright if we stay inside. I wonder. Then the shadow rushed 4 towards us. Bam. Spark emitted from the barrier and the shadow was pushed back. He keeps saying goo. Look, it can't get through. Hey, look there. Kana pointed near where our feet are, specifically where the barrier met the ground. Suddenly, the barrier's wall showed signs of cracks and static. What does that mean? If this thing fails, will the spirit be able to break through? The shadow rushed towards us once again. Static-like sound is heard as the rest of the barrier distorts and gives out. No, it broke. What are we going to do? Don't ask me. Once again, for the 3rd time, the shadow charged at us. The barrier vanished completely. The shadow immediately enveloped me in a dark shroud of black mist. My desperate cries were in vain. Kana, I hope you make it out of this. Bad end. This is terrible. I arrived at a bad end. Even against another 1/3 probability, I failed regardless. The fear that was waiting in my gut immediately rose to the surface. I did a double take around my room. Something could attack me at any moment. I looked around for a weapon to use. I'll be damned if I don't go down without a fight. Will anything attack me? The room is completely silent except for the sounds of my heavy breathing. I was frozen to the spot for roughly 5 minutes, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. That's a good sign, I suppose. Anyway, let's go back and choose again. Maybe I'll get it right this time so I can proceed in the game. What should I do? So we know that staying in the barrier is not the correct thing to do. So, a new poll. So, the choice is either to pick up the staff or to run away. Do the goo like in Kabuki Theater? I sort of, like, I've heard of Kabuki Theater, but I don't know enough about it. to, like, do the goo thing or whatever. So we're gonna pick up the staff this time. Okay. That's it. I decided to face it and pick up the staff. It seemed to work for the priest. Maybe if I can just keep it up, then maybe I can beat it. Koyuko, you think it'll work? Screaming sounds! I fling the staff with all my might, but... The staff passed through the shadow's body. The shadow appeared unfazed. Oh no! It's not working! I should have considered it. I was stupid not to anticipate something like this. The next moment, the shadow completely engulfed my body. I can't breathe. The shadow's mysterious power overtook my whole body. After a short time, my heart stopped beating. It's so, like, that's hot? Okay. Damn, Cog. Sheet. I stared in disbelief at the text bad end displayed on the small screen. That makes the second bad end. I think back to the player's blog I read who played bad end. The player was he's probably alive and well even if he got a bad end, but what if the second bad end is what triggers oh hey, it's here! I like this music. He's here! I turned around and regretted doing so. It seems it was true. Making one mistake is fine. However, making a second mistake is rewarded with sure death. Were you the one that killed Yuji? I struck out at the creature with all the strength I could muster, but my fist immediately disappeared through the black mist that was the creature's body. God damn it. God damn it. How dare you? What? It's telling me how dare you. How dare you? For murdering me? Oh, interesting. Murdered. Wait. Are you by any chance Iwa? I couldn't finish my sentence without warning the shadow disappeared through my mouth. My blood throughout my body felt like it was boiling. I collapsed to the ground in intense pain. Sorry, Yuji. I'm going to die. Bad end number 2. Interesting. So we didn't even get halfway through what the whole story is. That's very interesting. Because I'm wondering what the other choices would have been. But we've done the thing. We've done the thing that we set out to do. I think that trying to get all of the endings would be rather tedious and annoying to do on stream. So I'm not going to do that. So we played Bad End, we got what we got. Woo! But that's all. But that's all that I really had planned for today, was just this. So, let's find somebody to I'm gonna have to pull apart this video, I just remembered. God damn it. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, so we've got Stardew Valley, we've got No Man's Sky, we've got Monster Hunter World, we've got someone's doing some Lego bullshit, we've got unpacking, and that's what we've got. So, what do you guys want to see? The Stardew's Legos? Okay, so Newton and Cog, you're gonna have to fight about whether to do Stardew or Legos. You have to fight about it. Stardew works? Okay. Immediate back down. Immediate back down. Okay. Here you go. Here is the raid message. But thank you guys so much for coming to stream. I will see you all next time. Goodbye!
Hello. You did 66? Dang, dude. Okay, to be fair, this is